Okay, in this short video, I want to show you how to become a psychic recruiter. So in other words, I said I was going to show you how to set up a survey so you can get into the mindset of what your prospects are thinking about before they make the final decision to join you. And here's how you do it. You go to a website called SurveyMonkey. Very, very simple to use. It's actually free. You can see right there, there's a button called free to join. You click it, you join for free. I'm going to log in here and I'm going to show you how to set up a survey. Alright, so I've got a couple surveys in this particular account. Now let me show you how to create one. So we're going to create a new survey. We'll call it Psychic Recruiting. Click Create Survey. Alright. There's different types of questions that you can ask. So all you have to do is you click Add Question here. You select the type of question you want to create, a multiple choice question, or you can do I typically only use multiple choice questions or a comment essay style box, okay? So if you're, in other words, going to ask people, how much time are you willing to spend on your business per week or per day, you might want to use a multiple choice question. If you're asking a person, what's your biggest fear in terms of getting started in a home business, you may want to use a common essay style box. Or if you're asking something like, what's your experience? Have you been in a home business before? You might want to use a comment essay style box. So you can pretty much figure that out. This stuff is pretty simple. So and that's the whole thing. I just want to show you how simple this is. So if we were going to create a multiple choice question, we would put the question here is, how much time are you willing to spend per day in your business? I would write that out if I was doing this as a live survey. And so our choices may be 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, as much as it takes. Click Save. Now we have a question on our survey. We want to add a question before that, we just click there. We want to add a question below it, we just click here. And let's do a comment essay style question. What's your biggest fear? And you want to have a mix, by the way. You want to have questions that are emotionally based, and you also want to have questions that are very quantitative. How much are you going to put into your business? How long are you going to spend on your business? How does it make you feel to be getting involved in a new business? What would make you feel complete in terms of getting involved and support? What's most important to you about support? So we want some of these emotional based questions and we want some of these quantitative questions, because some of the responses you can create will be based on both. I bet you're probably wondering how much time it takes to actually run this business per day. And well, I got to be honest, it doesn't take a lot of time. It may take you a little bit more time than in the beginning than it will over the course of time, but after a little while, it's not going to take you any more than 30 minutes a day to run your business. So whatever the common answer is, if you do a multiple choice type question, you want your answer to be a little bit less than the common answer that people give you, right? So then it's like, oh, well, I can do this. So we want to meet all their expectations. We want to make sure we're as truthful and honest about all things as possible. And we want to be proactive about it. We want to get that in front of people as proactively as possible. We don't want them to have to come to us to ask if we can present it to them prior. Well, now they're going to reach out to us and say, you know what, you've already answered all my questions, so how do I just get involved with you, right? So this is how you do it. You can see how easy that was to create that sort of a question. Once you're finished with your survey, you can preview it. We don't need to preview it. We can collect responses. And the way we'd want to collect responses in most cases, it's up to you. I mean, this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. But create a link. We'll leave it as that. And we'll call this psychic recruiting. Click next. That's what I did. It was over there on the right. You'll see it when you create your own. And then basically all you do is this is the link you use in your email, right? We'll copy and open up a new browser window. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, we can just copy and paste it up here to the top of this browser. Let's do this. Click enter. And there's our beautiful survey. Right? So the best way to increase your conversions, number one, get more leads. Number two, proactively ask what your prospects are looking for so that into the future you can answer those questions before they even ask them. You will look more professional, you will look more empathetic, and you will recruit more and you will gain more trust in the recruiting process and find better people for doing it. So that's how simple it is to create a survey and become a psychic recruiter.